What's up? What's going on? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. What's good with you? So let's get into it. Let's talk about the situation at hand. The situation that's going down with the conversation between Masika and Hazel E. Lord have mercy. It went down like for real. But we also got to remember there is some righteous of us and some of us that are not righteous too as well. And Hazel E. and Masika does not represent every woman of color or ADOS or foundational black, point blank, period. It is what it is. There's something that, we will want to see better, but we didn't get better. So it is what it is, but they are not a representation of all black women at all, point blank, period. So, like I said, there's some righteous one of us and some of us are not righteous. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the situation like, Yes, the conversation, it did go down. I was like, yo, Lord have mercy. Like, it just went crazy. It seemed like Masika had so much pent up energy and she was just upset. She was on fire, baby. Like, what was going on with her? I mean, she was just out there. She was just, she was sailing the ocean. She was riding the waves. Like, what's going on? What's going on through your mind? What's going on through that brain? She was out there and she had so much pent up anger and aggression. Boy, she didn't even look like, herself. Like, what's going on with this situation? She must really be, too through with Hazel E. What was going on? Did she have too much to drink? Was there something else floating around in the air, floating around? Like, what's going on? And, Hazel E. didn't want to go all the way there. She wanted to go there, but she couldn't because she said she's 2 months postpartum. And, she tried to have a conversation, but she was also taking like little, jabs here and there too as well. Hey, what's up, Ralph? How you doing? What's going on? And so, so you got that situation, but she wasn't like irate. Like Masika was irate. She was yelling and screaming. She was like, I need an apology. I want an apology now. I'm not going to sit down and talk to you. I'm going to leave right now. Like, who do you think you are? Like, what's going on? You was there for a conversation. We wanted a conversation. Like, you could have proved her wrong. You could have showed her up. But I guess the anger, the aggression, her being mad, her being upset. I mean, she was on fire. I guess whatever Hazel E. said back in the day to her about her daughter, it still resonate today. And she was upset and she was acting all types of crazy. Boy, she looked like she was possessed too as well. Like, what's going on, Masika? Like, she was angry. And like, why did Masika have anybody with her? Like, why did Masika have any people with her? Like, have any girlfriends with her? Any cousins? Anybody? Any friends? Like, she didn't have anybody to drive her a car because she had to go to the hospital because her hand was hurting. Her hand got messed up some way, somehow. But I would like to say the first guess that I made on the conversation number 1 between Masika and Hazel E. When I said this is the girl that, snatched that wig and did what she did to Masika. This is her. It was her. It was her, but she fit in. What's up, Mo? What's going on? It was her, so she does fit into the situation. So the original target is the target. She was out here. Damn, Masika got things missing. They went through her pocketbook, baby. They took her necklace. She got missing money and the whole 9 yards. Like, Masika really got like done up in that situation, and she only had crew. I don't know if they didn't seem like people that work for Masika, you know what I mean? Because she didn't know if they drove that car, if they didn't drive your car. People that you usually hire or you employ, what they riding and when they riding. Hey, what's up, Thomas? So I'm just like, And Masika was saying all this crazy shit. She was going in and she was like, I want an effing apology right now. Apology for what you said about my daughter, for what you said today and what you said in the past. And I didn't hear, Hazel E. say anything towards Masika's daughter other than your daughter should be proud. Your daughter got something to look up to, or your daughter basically said, look what your daughter has to look up to is you. And she didn't say anything towards her daughter, but she used her in an analogy. And then trafficking on the first part 1. So Masika's holding on to that. So she wants an apology. And then, Hazel E. is saying that, you look like this. Hazel E's basically saying, street lady of the night, street walker. Masika saying the same thing. Masika was like, you in Dubai, you been in Dubai. That's why your nose was broken because you was out there in Dubai doing what out there. And so Hazel E said, well, go on with your little, set trafficker and things like that. And then Masika was like, I pray, she said, from mother to father, I pray that God, spares your little, what, son. And then daughter. And that's when Hazel E was like, what? I'm married, so my child is not a B. I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, Hazel. I was like, yo, what's going on? So, Masika done sat there and called that child, the BA word. You know what I'm saying? Right in front of the mother. The father's on the other end. And then, Hazel E, she came there with people. Like, she came there with Yaya. She came there with, I think the girl name is either Brittany B or Passion. She came there with her. She came there with Devon and some other people. She came on deck. She came with people that was ready to go. She came with people that wanted that smoke. She came with somebody that didn't want to be on camera. She came with somebody that was, figuring out the plan of the house, figuring out how to get around, where's the exit, how do you get from here to there. That's who Hazel E came with. Hey, Miss T, that's who Hazel E came with. But Hazel E was trying to be, she was like, I ain't trying to argue, I ain't trying to do none of that. That's why she was crying and saying like, yo, I want to be different on the first part and stuff like that. But Masika called that, her daughter that B word, and then basically Masika was like, your husband is a girl, how much did you pay him, blase and the third. And so basically, Masika's going in, she's she's basically dogging Hazel. She's like, you look like you 7 months pregnant and all types of stuff, basically calling her fat, and she was just going in. And so then that's when, Hazel E tried to rush at her. She was like, Hazel, why are you trying to rush at me? You ain't fast enough, you ain't quick enough, you slow, baby. So I was like, yo, what's going on with that situation? Like, so crazy. But Hazel E's not that fast. She can't get a past security. That wasn't going to be the situation. And then Masika, she goes on, she's talking all types of stuff. They calling each other, Masika's getting called the lady of the night because Hazel E friend jumped in, a real loud one that we've been seeing all through the episode, or the conversation. Her name is Passion or Brittany B. And so she's yelling and she's coming at Masika. Masika said, oh, who's the other person? Who's this fat person? Blah, blah, blah. She's talking all types of stuff. And the girl and Hazel E friend is saying, Masika, I saw you doing the nasty, somewhere in a corner, a basement, or some type of place where people don't supposed to usually engage in, that type of activity, intimacy, like in some type of public area. So her friend is arguing somewhere. So her other friend, the short one with the black hair, she's arguing with Masika and yelling and screaming. So security's looking for that girl, wondering where that girl is at. And she's like a distraction because as this going on, the other girl is finding her way through the kitchen to Masika's dressing room. So, she's been distracted. This is her right now coming out of Masika's dressing room after Masika got into it. Because Masika walked to her dressing room with the security. You see the security guy So this security guy right here, he's upset because he didn't do his job. He didn't protect, Masika. And so now he's trying to come at the end of the episode. He's going to try to come at Hazel E and Davon and the other girl that's out there yelling and screaming because, Hazel E people end up putting hands on Masika. And so now he's going to come at Devon, and Devon's going to say, what's up? He was like, I ain't even trying to go there with you, Devon. We know what Devon do. That was Ralph is too funny. Ralph, I know that. There was a lot of that being said. I don't want to say that. But there was a lot being said. So she's coming out of Masika's dressing room. This is her friend with the mask on, with the gold chain on, the army pants. Remember I was like, usually staff members don't wear army pants to work. You know what I mean? So I don't know if she's part of production or not. But nope, that was Hazel E. friend coming out of her room. And Hazel E. friend coming out of Masika's room, and this is where Masika says money and a chain is missing. So I was like, Lord have mercy. Then Masika's yelling and screaming. She was like, I can't believe you guys let that girl attack me. I can't believe you guys let that girl come after me like that. I was like, Masika, you was out there talking Billy badass shit. But you was saying, Masika, you should have been on deck. You should have been walking side to side, back to wall to see whoever's coming. And when you got in your room, she put too much trust in security. Security wasn't there for her, and we don't know if they came at Masika, because Masika did come at Ray J, and who's the host of the show? Ray J. And you guys already know Princess and Ray J don't play that. You know Ray J's about the streets a little bit. He still dabbles a little bit there and there, even though he's a multi-millionaire, got a jet and shit like that. You seen him on a Breakfast Club with Fabulous, and how he called up, he talking about booty goons and stuff like that. You know how Ray J is. Masika gonna get up in Ray J face, be like, oh, ain't you ashamed that you had sex with Hazel? And boom, look, how security let homegirl be up in Masika's room like that. She was sitting up in there ravaging through her belongings. And this supposed to be security ravaging through her belongings, yo. And Masika was like, y'all let her attack me. Y'all let her get behind me. She got behind me. She pulled my wig. She pulled my earring. And also, I got hit in the eye. Masika was like, I can't believe you guys let that girl do it. I can't believe you guys let her come behind me. But later on in the episode, she says how she was physically touched, but she never did say that she did something to the girl. But it looked like Masika was on top of somebody. I don't know if it was security or somebody, but it looked like she was on top of somebody. So Masika is sitting there. Then later on in the episode, she says that, she gave the girl to work because she said she flipped the girl over, slammed her on the floor, blasting the third, which I don't believe, but it could be possible. But she didn't say that until the end to defend to herself. I was like, Lord have mercy. Hey, Gossip Girl. Hey, Black Lavender. I got to watch this just throw Masika in the trash. Lord have mercy. So Masika got her wig snatched, and she's yelling at security, like, get these cameras out of here, because she don't want to be filmed and she don't want it on Instagram. And then on top of that, she was like, I'm not going to film. I'm not going outside my room without my wig. She said, where's my wig? Now security's running through the place looking for her wig and things like that. She's yelling and screaming. But Masika was talking hellish shit. Masika had that stern, that Santa Claus, that Barry White voice with a little bit of Patti LaBelle on the end, yelling at Hazel E, where you was like, okay, like, you ain't gonna take no L. I know you ain't taking an L because you doing too much to take a L. And yep, she took that L. And that go Masika right there with her wig cap on and everything else like that. She got a wig cap on. And she said some of her hair was pulled out too as well. She said somebody pulled her hair out through the roots. Violence is never the key. Violence is never the answer. Like I said at the beginning of the video, there's some of us that are righteous and some of us are not righteous. And these women do not represent all black women, foundational black, or women of color, or ADOS at all. This is just them. So don't compare us to them. For real. So you got Masika. She's sitting there. She's yelling and she's screaming like she took a L. We wouldn't know what happened to us if she didn't tell us. So this is Hazel E's friend. She got the wig in her hand, baby. So she got the wig. She got the army fatigue pants on. I was like, no, that can't. This ain't the. I thought it was maybe the other girl at first, but once I seen her from the first part, I was like, this is the girl that did it. But I was like, no, maybe she's part of production, because nobody stopped her. Like, she walked out with the wig. She wasn't running. She wasn't like acting like she was nervous. She wasn't acting like she was scared. She was just walking normally like she was part of the crew. So I was kind of confused whether she was part of the crew or not. But she got the wig. Ain't nobody. The security ain't on her. She had free round to get all over that place. And then she's sitting there in front of security and everybody else with the lights on with the wig right there in her hand, standing right there like, what? She's standing there like, what's up? Like, what? Anybody got a problem? Security didn't hold her back? Because the other girl that was yelling and screaming, the one that was outside and got on Instagram with Hazel E, she was a distraction. And here comes, Mr. Devon, he comes through and he's watching Homegirl. He was like, Homegirl did her job. Homegirl got through and handled that. And that's what she did. And this is Yaya. Yaya's the one that handled that. You didn't see Yaya. Yaya was not talking. Yaya wasn't saying nothing to nobody. We didn't even know Yaya existed. I thought she was part of the staff because her mission was to get Masika. Once Masika started talking crazy and saying that BA word, it just went ham. And I don't know where Masika was people's at, because why? Or, Masika people should have been, having her back. Like, what's going on? So she's sitting there right in front of security, just chilling, like it ain't no deal. Like, everybody's just walking by her. And Devon is giving her that nod, like, what's up? And so I thought she was part of security. Now you see, Masika, she's yelling and screaming, they took my wig. I was attacked. How do you guys let this happen? This happened from behind. She was like, oh, that muffet, that gorilla, that elephant, that pig. Go back to Texas, Hazel E, so you can afford that cheap ass mortgage. Go back. And then Hazel E said, go back to fans only. You desperate. So they was going back. Masika got her wig off. She's yelling. She's screaming because she don't want the camera to record her. She don't want anybody to have her wig and post it to Instagram. So now she's yelling. She's screaming. She's doing the most, baby, because she didn't care how she behaved. She didn't care how she talked. She didn't care how ratchet she was earlier. She just want to make sure nobody's able to get that wig and post it on Instagram, and she don't want to be seen without her wig. That was her main focus. I was like, Lord have mercy. And so homegirl right here, as you see in the picture, this is the girl that was the distraction, the one with just the long hair, not the one with the hat on. She's just a distraction. She was yelling and screaming, and everybody's looking at her and trying to chase her around, thinking she did something because, they thinking that the people with the big mouth are the ones that got the power. No, it's the person that don't say nothing. It's the person that you don't see talk. It's the person that ain't upset. That's the person that's coming for you. That's the person that's going to get you because they have a mission, and her mission was to get Masika, and she did. And that's just it. And Hazel E's outside talking about, I run LA. I still got goons. I still got goers. I still got people that ride with me. Yo, I'm the queen. Hazel E was doing the most, y'all. Hazel E was doing the effing most. Hazel E was outside like, yeah, I run LA. Don't forget that. She was doing the most. She was doing the most. And she said, Ray J know what's up. Ray J know I still got doers. Hazel E was doing the most. Then her and Devon ended up arguing over a cell phone because she thought he got her cell phone, but he did. She had her cell phone on the whole time, but she covered herself up, and so she thought she lost the cell phone. Then she started cussing out Devon. Then Devon was like, well, we'll beat everybody up in this house. We'll get everybody. Devon was like, I'm ready to go. Let's go. And then he was talking he was calling Masika all types of W hockey sticks and, streetwalkers and everything else like that. So but only reason why he did that is because Hazel E pushed him to that. If you watch Mary Boot Camp, she pushes his buttons to act up, and he ended up acting up. I know Devon's mother is proud, baby. Lord have mercy. So Hazel E and Devon's trying to get back in the crib, but they got all their stuff. They're trying to say that they don't got their stuff or whatever, or no, they don't have their stuff now, but they have a little bit of their stuff. So they're trying to get back in. Masika's yelling and screaming, talking about, I was attacked. You guys let that happen. How did this happen? I'm pressing charges. Masika's just in there just yelling. They're just looking at her just like, look at her. Look at her. Like she got it. Hey, New Sky. Hey, Kiki D. Hey, Mind Over Matter. Hey, Jennifer Miller. Hey, Double RR. So I was just like, I was like, this is crazy for real. Then this is the loudmouth girl right here. She was the one that was making all the noise, and she was arguing with She was arguing with Masika, and while she was doing all that, everybody thought that she was gonna be the seed that was gonna run up on Masika, but nah, the other girl ran up. She's just the person that keeps the crowd going, keep the crowd, entertained. That's what she was doing. So they're trying to get back in, and she was like, I'm gonna run up, I'm gonna get her. So she's talking all types of mess. She gonna do something. She ain't. It's the other girl that got the power. So right now you got Devon being all nice to Hazel E. He's taking off her shoes and putting on her slippers so she could be all comfortable. And they got their stuff and they're yelling, and Masika's yelling, talking about, I want the cops called. I need their names. I need their IDs. I need their identities. Masika was like, I don't even know what they look like. I don't know what I like. This is why I believe Masika didn't do all the things that she said she did to the other girl, because Masika was like, yo, listen, I don't know what she looks like. I don't know what she had on. I couldn't see her at all because the girl came from behind, swung, boom, boom, earring, boom, snatched the wig. She didn't get a chance to see it. She didn't get a chance for anything because she was unprepared. And the girl was sitting in her room waiting for her, and they took, dividends and a necklace. And so now they're sitting there outside calling out, Masika, I thought you so bad. I thought you this, I thought you that. Blase in the third. So they're like, they're like, you know, inching on the situation. It's just like, this situation reminds me of like my old neighborhood from like 15 years ago, where you just look out the window and all the drama's there and people won't leave. Somebody threw a party, somebody's upset and they won't leave. This is Masika and Devon. You know, they're still outside. They ain't trying to leave. They want to see Masika. They want to see Masika and they want the wig. They're looking for the wig. Now everybody's trying to do a chase for the wig, but I already showed you guys who had the wig. Y'all got the wig. So they're out here doing the most, egging on the situation, talking junk. Masika's in there yelling and screaming at everybody. You know, they're making fun of, you know, Masika's like, oh, I'm going to jail. So the girl is holding on to the bar, talking about, I'm going to jail. Blase in the third. So they're just out here doing the most. Now, this is the girl right here with the mask on. They woke up to her and asked her if she got the wig, because production and everybody's looking for the wig. Because Masika says she's not leaving the house until she gets her wig. And so Masika does not want to be filmed until she gets her wig. So homegirl was like, I gave her back the wig. They got the wig. But she didn't say nothing. This girl still didn't say she did anything. And if you listen to everything that happened outside, no one says that they touched, you know, Masika. So like they really had some, especially this girl, while Hazel E and the other girl was out there in the street whiling and yelling and screaming and shit like that, this girl was trying to get out. So the only thing about this situation is Hazel E and Devon, they didn't have real transportation, because if they had real transportation, somebody should have just speeded up right in front of them, picked them up, and boom, and left the scene. But you know, they here for the cameras. But this girl with the mask on is not here for the camera. She came for a mission. Her mission was to get Masika, and she did. After Masika was saying all the things that she was saying, she didn't yell, she didn't scream, she wasn't trying to be on camera. And even she even put her arm around the officer too as well. The officers were talking to her like, you know, they just let her go. I don't think she got locked up or anything. So she was like, I don't got the wig. She ain't loud. She ain't saying nothing. People don't even know who she. Only person that knows that she may have did something is Masika's, you know, stylist. Not stylist, but somebody that was working in the house. So she's sitting there they're going through their bags at this time. They're going through all their bags and shit like that. But I wonder if Masika's money and Masika's necklace is in there too as well. They didn't even get their shit searched or nothing. Like, I don't know what happened, but the LAPD came through and was just like, I was like, hey, what's up, Sunny Storm? What's going on? And so, you know, now here comes the argument. They're about to go in, and one of the production people with the blue hat on, I think he is production, he says to Hazel E, oh, well, Masika got what she got her karma. And he was like, oh no, my bad. And he took that back. And so now the girl with the mask on out here, that's next to, you know, Hazel E, all she was doing was yelling and screaming, making a mockery of things. She was loud. She was just all over the place. She was happy for that camera. She was enjoying that attention. She was acting like it was 1996 out here in these streets, baby. She was doing the most. And Devon surprisingly was quiet, but once Hazel got on him, he was like, I didn't take my Lexapro, so therefore he takes depression medication. He was like, he said, I didn't take my Lexapro, so I guess he takes, Hazel E called that number 1-800 beat down chick down. Hazel E came through, y'all. Yeah, there was no way Masika was supposed to take the L the way she was reading. You know, Hazel E, like shit. That is supposed to happen. Masika's like, my hand is messed up. You know, she was like, you know, they stole my stuff. She attacked me, blah, blah, blah. She's like, you know, and she said that she defended herself and she got hurt. She got the better of the situation, but it don't look like it. Now, this security guard that was supposed to be protecting Masika right here, the chunky guy with the bald head, he's trying to get at Devon and he's trying to get at Hazel E and basically say, y'all wrong, y'all need to apologize. And they're like, we ain't apologizing for shit. She said all this, she said all that. Well, she's pressing charges. So he was like, why y'all protecting Devon? Devon was like, yo, don't let me beat that ass. Devon was like, you want to run it? Then Devon said what he usually says to people. He said, your mother and you can both do what? You know, if you watch Mary Boot Camp, you know what he said. to this guy. And this guy was like, why are you talking to me like this? Dude, you came all aggressive. You just got mad because you wasn't able to protect Masika. He was sleeping. Like, they were sleeping. They were too busy focused on the girl with the stonewashed dress on, that they didn't catch the girl with the camouflage pants on. That was the problem. So you got that situation. So they was too busy with, stonewash, while army pants and camouflage was out here running them streets and got to Masika's dressing room. And so, Davon is getting ready to go ham with this dude. The dude is like, what, you want it? So, but somewhere in them bags might be Masika's, money, wallet, and necklace. Their bags did not get checked at all. So Masika, she's waiting to get home. She's waiting to go to the hospital. She don't got nobody drive her car. It seems like these people are strangers that work for, the network, and they're going to be dropping her off and Uber back and get their car, blase the third. So she totally calmed down. She's not talking all the craziness stuff that she's been talking. She's calm. She's cool. She's collected. That spirit was knocked out of her, Lord. That spirit was really knocked out of Masika, baby. And so now Masika's talking to the popos. She's telling them that, they did this, that to her. It was from behind. They stole her money. They stole her stuff and blase the third. They snatched her earring. She shows, the popos that. And this is the lady that was helping Masika get ready. And so she actually told Masika who's the lady that actually was in an altercation with her, because Masika didn't see the lady. Masika didn't know what she had on or what she looked like, because she was surprised because it came from behind. But this lady had supposed to have broke it up or tried to get the girl out the room, which was Yaya, allegedly. And so now Masika is identifying the girl to the cops. The cops go over there and they're talking to, Hazel E. and all of them. Basically, they're going to detain Yaya, but Yaya don't look like she's going to, anywhere. So Masika comes outside and she's identifying the people or the one girl. And so now the cops is talking to the girl with the army fatigue pants on, the camouflage, the army fatigue pants. And so they're having a good conversation. And it is what it is. The cops are acting like they ain't doing nothing about the situation. They talked to her. They didn't check her bags. You see her bags is right there. They didn't check her bags or nothing. And this cop, she was having just conversations with them. It seemed like they let her go at the end. And then that's just when Hazel E. and this girl started to go on Instagram. Masika's in the ambulance. They put a sheet over her to cover her up so people won't record it. And this girl, she just talked to the popos and walked away. She didn't even get arrested. And so they leave the scene. So that's what happened. That is what happened. Hey, what's up, Norris Tony? Hey, Joshua. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Felicia Butler. Hey, Contel. Who else? I already said got some girls. Army Pants got them quick hands. Yo, she was in there. She went in there and handled business, baby. She did it. I was like, Lord have mercy. The shit went down. I was like, there's no way that Masika was supposed to take a L. Masika was out there reading. She was standing up. She just looked like she had, she had everybody on her shoulders. Like she can pick up security and throw them away. She had the voice of, sound bites and Barry White. She just had, it just looked like, it was all, Masika was just going to do that. I think that's what Masika thought, that she was just going to come in here and read Hazel E, read her up and down, sideways, flip her in and out, throw insults at her, and then walk away with her paycheck. But baby, that wasn't the case. Hazel E came prepared. They only put the sheets over her when baby, she wanted, Lord have mercy. When Masika was reading Hazel for dear life, yup, she thought that was just gonna be the situation. Nah, there was other plans. I think if she would have never said the thing about the baby and all that other stuff, maybe it wouldn't have been that bad. But it was on and popping, baby. It was on and popping. I was like, Lord have mercy. And I don't know about the security. How did the girl get into the room and sit up in there while Hazel E was not Hazel E but Masika? So the girl ran through the kitchen, was going through Masika's bags allegedly, and then did that to Masika. lifted her real quick, walked out the room with the wig in her hand, stand in front of security with the wigs, and nobody said nothing. That girl did not run. That girl did not hide. Yaya did not do nothing. She stood right there and was just standing there. I mean, like, she was a professional. She should have started with an apology. This shit was crazy. Like I said, they're not a representation of all black women. This is one of these situations where, you know, some of us are righteous and some of us are not righteous. So don't judge us because of Hazel E. and Masika, because this was some wild shit. This was wild. Like crazy. Like the language and just how disrespectful. Like, especially when you're at a certain age. It's something, I don't know. Sometimes you don't let people get you there. But if you already got that pent up anger from way back, it is what it is. Well, that's the ending of the story, baby. That is the ending of the story. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, peep squad is in the building. We got to go check out, you know, Real Housewives of Potomac, and also Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle. Did y'all check that shit out? On point, baby. On point. You guys have a blessed night. Hey, New Sky, what's going on? Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate it.